Hey everyone, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. Happy April Fool's Day. It's April 1st. I apologize because actually today is really the 31st because I put your readings out a day early usually. But yesterday I forgot to actually make the daily reading public. So only those of you who had notifications set, which is just a few of you, got yesterday's reading. This is why I say please set your notifications, because even if something accidentally doesn't get made public, you'll still get the notification and you can still click on it, because on that notification I've given you the link whether it's private or not. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and then click all, and then you'll get those notifications. I have made it public. I just made it public so you can click into it. I'll put it up here. When you're done watching this reading, you can click right into it. I'll put it up on the end screen. All right, let's do it. Spirit and angels, April 1st. What do we need to know? What are the messages? We got the Seven of Swords on its side like it's a challenge, and the Tower. But in this deck, the Tower is a really good card, so we'll talk about that in a minute. We also have the Strength card in reverse. I almost feel like there could be something you've been fearful of doing that you might be deciding to actually do, or you're contemplating even. We got the King of Swords. You could be waiting for information or clarity. Tell me more. You could be announcing this. You could be the King of Swords announcing something. Nine of Cups. Wow, this is really nice. It's something you want. Remember, the Tower is a positive card in this particular deck. So, whoa. Your cards just fell out. You've got the Moon at the bottom. I feel like you're not sure of what to do in this situation, or you've been thinking about it quietly. This is like, oh, absolutely. Oh, I just got chills. You are thinking about this quietly. This is exactly what I was about to say. See how the Two of Swords is blindfolded, but she's at a crossroads. She has to make a decision. She's quietly with this Moon. It could be an emotional decision. It could involve some kind of movement. In fact, I'm pretty sure it does. This is something that you or someone around you is thinking of quietly. Seven of Swords is the challenge here. And should I speak about it? Should I make my move? Should I bring down the Tower? Because whatever this is, it's going to bring down the Tower. But again, this is a positive Tower. If you look closely, the devil falls out of the building on their head and loses his crown as the building's struck by lightning. But she just walks away unscathed. She, he, they on every single thing we talk about. We've got the King of Swords here. It could be clarity you're trying to get, because remember, again, she's blindfolded and she's at a crossroads, and the Moon makes everything kind of skewed. We don't see things really correctly when the Moon's involved until it's reversed. Like, I always feel like when the Moon's reversed, we get clarity. When her blindfold falls off, she gets clarity. But we kind of have that with the King of Swords right next to it all. So I almost feel like you're quietly contemplating something. It could be a little bit scary with the Strength here reversed. You realize that central issue, it's going to bring down a Tower, but this is your controlled Tower, and it's because you're going to do something you want to do. Nine of Cups. Also, High Priestess is here in reverse, showing me, just like the King of Swords, there's a clarity coming in around this thing that you want that will require you to bring the Tower down. This feels positive. This does not feel negative. All right, let's find out. Spirit and angels. Anyone for the highest good. I'm so sorry. This was Chakra Wisdom Tarot. We're also using the Universal Celtic Tarot. What do we need to know? What are the messages? What do we need to know? What are the messages? This reading's for April 1st. What's most important? April 1st, for anyone who's guided. Anything could come out right till the last second. And if you don't know what this is, pay even closer attention. It could be a heads up to something coming. Tell me about the Tower, please. What do we need to know? The Tower. It's your go time. That's your action. Eight of Wands, just like we talked about. It's going to involve an action. That's why you're so deep in thought and making sure you make all the right moves. Tell me about the Seven of Swords as a challenge, with the Strength card reversed as a challenge. Both of these are surrounding this action. Tell me about the Seven of Swords as a challenge and the Strength card reversed as a challenge. Yeah, lack of clarity. So you're in your head with all this lack of clarity. So we've got the Nine of Swords and we got the Queen of Swords reversed. This makes me feel like, oh my gosh, I have to make a decision here. I'm just not sure what to do. This is like, I'm so stressed out about being up in my head and being unclear about this move. You're just not saying anything to anybody, but you feel a little bit fearful about this for whatever reason. It could be a big deal, or it feels like a big deal to you. Tell me about the King of Swords in the upright with the High Priestess reverse. Yeah, something you've thought about. We've got the Justice here in reverse and the Hangman. You've been waiting for something to get balanced out. Something needed to be balanced out. You might have needed information. Look at the Page of Wands, getting it straight from Spirit, like whatever this is that they've been waiting for. You could have even been waiting for clarity. Like, I need to be balanced and clear. Both of these cards indicate you've been trying to receive some kind of information, some kind of balance, something. And then the the Page of Wands just kind of reaches up and grabs the information, the clarity that we needed. These are both cards of clarity coming in for me, the King of Swords and the High Priestess reversed. I feel like you needed some. Now, you could have even been waiting for physical information to come in. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. What about the Nine of Cups, please? What do we need to know? What are the messages? Oh, look at that. The strength to make the move. Same two cards. Eight of Wands for the third time, and the Strength reverse. The Tower and the Strength in the upright. I've got chills right now. Whatever this move is, Eight of Wands, that you've been thinking about, boom, there it is. It's something that you want, but you're going to have the strength to make a move that feels a little intimidating for some reason. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to put some things up here I think you'll like. Please slap the like. I appreciate it so much. It helps the channel so much more than you know. And drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you, especially about what this big move is that's been so kind of scary, but it is something you want, and I feel like it's going to be a really positive move for you. You're at eights and nines here. You know, like there's this one more step you have to make before you're like in it. That if you are not subscribed, if you haven't clicked the bell for notifications and you haven't clicked all, something like what happened yesterday can happen often, because this does happen. So you could be missing out on videos on this channel because you won't get them. Click subscribe, the bell, and then all. If you do that, you won't miss out on things that we do on this channel, which is every single day.